Hi guys, it's Carolyn. I just did an introduction video. So this is a video where I'm gonna talk about my business idea and my journey so far with it and my frustration. I just had a birthday, and during this year, it's been very tough. It's been very stressful. My husband lost his job. We empty our savings to go chase his dream for him. Of course, as a good wife, as a good mother, as a good friend, as all the above, I support him through it 100%. I also work as an admin in the oil and gas industry, which is a very male driven industry. So it's kind of tough being in a very male driven industry where the males get raises for doing an extra task and the female don't. So if I accumulate more work than a male, he gets a raise, and I'm just assumed that that's my role. And if I say something about it, then I'm reprimanded for not doing my job, even though it's not my job. But that's a whole nother topic. And then my mother-in-law was diagnosed with breast cancer earlier this year, and without much family support, it's just really me and my husband been there, taking days off, helping her with chemo, helping her with her house. She lives alone. Just all that has taken a burden to us financially and mentally and physically, and my marriage, because if I'm not there at home with the kids, then it's just my husband, and I'm spending more time over there taking care of her. And then, my relationship with my husband, he feels neglected. Not that he's selfish, it's just that I work 40 hours, 40 plus hours to take care of my family as well. So after a long day of work, and I commute about an hour and a half to work. So my commute to work and my commute back, I'm exhausted. Then I go home and we go pick up the kids. We do dinner, we do homework, we do bath, we do playtime, and then it's bedtime, and then it's our time, and then I need to go bed early because I gotta wake up early, and the process starts all over again. So I decided to go see a doctor because I was feeling very depressed. I was feeling very overwhelmed, and all my friends and coworkers are like, "How are you dealing with this? You're doing so good. You're taking care of the mom, you're taking care of the husband, you're taking care of the kids, and you're just so strong." But internally, I just buried it really down deep because I didn't have the time to deal with it. Well, it finally came out, and I was severely depressed. I had no motivation. Everything sucked. Everything just was very gray and just blah. So they put me on medication, and it made my life even more blah. And I don't want to be on medication. I lose my spunk when I'm on medication. I mean, I'm just not me. So I got off the medication, and I had to find another way to feel like me again. So I started crafting. I love crafting. I always craft. But with kids and family on the way, I actually stopped crafting for a while. So I wanted to make my daughter a doll. So I asked my mother-in-law if I can borrow her sewing machine. Didn't think much of it. Didn't think I would really like it. So YouTube a bunch of videos on how to make a doll. Pinterest a lot. Google a lot. Frugal mom here, so I didn't want to pay Etsy for some templates. So copy templates, make templates, draw my own templates. I found out I really like sewing, even though I'm self-taught. No one showed me how to use it. I plugged it in, broke a couple of needles, almost got my finger. Have to keep moving the 2-year-old from stepping on the pedal and the dogs. And then I found out I really like it. Well, I wanted to make some shirts, so I borrowed my babysitter's Cricut machine. That was the thing I was missing in life. I wanted a Cricut machine so bad, but just can't afford it. So I get to borrow her, so excited. I found out I actually like sewing more than the Cricut. So I was really, really glad that I never invested in the Cricut machine, because I didn't have the passion to do the stuff on the Cricut machine like I wanted to do on the sewing machine. So then an idea popped in my head because husband starts complaining that we can't eat dinner on the dining room table because all my sewing stuff is everywhere. And then it's taking over the kitchen, and then it was taking over the living room. Well, I live in a 1,600 square foot home. I don't have much space to put anything anywhere. And then I start taking up our bedroom area in the corner. And it's kind of sad that the guinea pigs that lives next to my heat press machine, when I try to make shirts, they get kind of hot because, I don't have much room. And then dragging everything out and putting everything back in so the kids don't get into it, so I don't lose anything, does become a hassle, and just a nightmare basically. So I wanted to start a place, a store. Let's have all these machines. Maybe you're like me. You want to buy a Cricut machine, but you're not sure if you're going to really like it. What if you try the sewing machine and you love it and that's what you're meant to do? You don't know, because you don't want to invest $350 on a crappy sewing machine just to find out you hate sewing and it's not your passion. And just to let you know, I do love the Cricut machine. I just don't know how to use it. And as much as I YouTube it, it's still hard to use. And I don't use it to its full capability. So why not have a store where someone can show you how to use something to your full capability, or the full effort of that equipment, or to show you new ideas or new ways to do certain things.